Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about the relationship between mobile display technologies and mobile user experience design. And first, let's talk about the current mobile display technologies. As you see in the figures, LTPS, LCD, and AMOLED displays driven by smartphone and markets. Better performance drives LTPS, LCD, and AMOLED displays price. AC LCD still being used in feature phones and entry-level handsets. And then let's talk about the common mobile display technologies. First is the LCD. The LCD is a fascinating substance that has molecular properties of both liquids and solids. The application of an electrical current affects those properties, allowing more or less light to pass through a particular pixel, creating a grayscale. In a full-color display, each pixel has three sub-pixels, one with a red filter, one with green, and one with blue. To create colors, different levels of light are passed through each sub-pixels. And then talk about the Apple's Retina technology. Actually, it's a specific type of LCD called in-place switching LCD. This technology offers wider viewing angles and lower power consumption. The retina level is applied when the pixel density is higher than can be distinguished by the human eyes. As you see, obviously, to create light behind the color filter of LCD screen, backlight is needed. However, LCD production cost is still much lower than many other options, meaning it's easier to get a high-quality screen without breaking the bank. And then we talk about the organic light emitting, which is OLED. OLED are LEDs. OLEDs is LEDs at night devices that emit light of a single color determined by the material used to create the diode. There are numbers of advantages of LEDs. They use less power than LCDs. They are smaller and lighter, and each pixel is individual leads, making for much deeper blacks than a backlit LCD. Traditional LEDs, however, are too large to be used to create small displays. They may be used on mega screens using in stadiums and in individual digital advertisement, but you won't see them in your cell phone display. And however, the OLEDs, unlike LEDs, use carbon-based substances to create light instead of base metals. Then, molecular difference isn't what's important here, but the important things the OLEDs are so small, in fact, that they can actually be applied to material by inkjet printer or screen printing. But OLEDs are generally quite expensive in comparison to LCDs, and the blue dots tend to degrade faster than other colors, leaving OLED screen with color balance issues after many hours of use. And then talk about active mixture OLEDs. While OLEDs are more power efficient than LCD screens, manufacturers of mobile devices are always looking for ways to increase the battery life of their devices, and editing an active mixture to OLED technology is one of the ways they can do this. And then let's talk about the mobile display changes. Do you remember the very old cell phone you got? Maybe it's just like we show there is a Nokia 3201L. Has a tiny screen with a keyboard control, and you can, every time you use it, you can just see the single color there or graphics. Most of the phones you can just see one icon on each menu screen. What's interactions you can do just basing on the text and use the keyboards, and what motions you there. Basically, you can just see a very simple motion, just like a GIF. And we move to a next generation. It's half screen, touch screen, and half keyboard control. As we show this, is Nokia X302. The visual you change a lot. You can see the screen, multiple colors there, and multiple icons on the each manual screens, and you can also do few basic motions, but it's not like the gestures you do with your iPhones. And the interaction is based on the text and some visual images, but you also do those things with your navigation keys. And then finally we move to the full touchscreen control version, and you can see this iPhone. You can see multiple icons on the main menu screen, and also it have the multiple colors and images or more style of graphics. And what motions you can do, both it actually it's very important for full screen a mobile or have motions. They play a very important role in the UX design. You can see the iPhones, you do a lot of gestures to control the phones. Actually, because the tiny screens, you can content a lot of touch things or a lot of contents or things. So you can use the gestures to control the phone. And you can interaction almost everything. You can use the extras. You even can use your voice, your fingerprints, and touch everything almost. And once we changed the technologies, give our mobile user experience more opportunities to change out the colors, the images, make the our user experience maybe the user interface more colorful and useful for the users to distinguish different tabs, and you can use a lot of motions. Also, there is more visual design. Maybe it's kind of like sometimes the visual designs can be challenging for the designers, because the more visual design sometimes can these attract the user's attention. And also you can use more graphics to make your user experience, make a better user experience. And then let's talk about the user experience based on based on the technologies. We usually use our our phones outside, inside and outside. Beside on that, so the sunlight readability and sunlight dynamics is really important. You don't want to, you can read any the images, can read your cell phone outside under the sun. So when you design have the user experience design, you probably care about the lights or the color you use or the graphic you use, like we will mention the next, the text readability. You have to care about how you the front size of your text and the style of your text, the color of your text, everything. So make sure your users can read these things. And then we talk about the images. because the light mode, we talk about the lights, the backlit lights, so we have to care about those images, the quantities, because sometimes the users experience basing on those images. So the sharpness, the dynamics, we have to care about luminance, contrast, color, performance when we have the user experience design. And then the content's appearance, like the UI thing, automations, the image enhance, that's things can, those things we use those mobile displays, and when you have to, the design for the user experience, then you have to care about those things, because it make your users can really read the screen and know how to use those things or those features. And because display size, okay, we talk about pixels and we talk about the image qualities, so that's a display size is very important. You don't want your icon is too big, or sometimes the graphic, the text size is not good. You have everything to fit in your screen size. And then it's a motion fluentness, because we see that all the thing, even the oval LED or LCD, what technology you want to use, you have to, because the emotion is very important, play a very important role in the user experience design. So you have to care about, you don't want to your users have the bumping screen or something like that, so you have to really care about that. And then the challenge would be the limited power. Even you use LCDs or LEDs or LCDs, you have to care about the power, because your cell phone is have the limited power. And with that, and because the users usually take their cell phones with them, so they probably don't have the charge all the time, so you have to care about the light and how many the power consumptions. So we have some solutions for this, like a wired features of those things. First is we can use ALs or PS sensors to do those things, like those. Firstly, you can use ALS or PS sensors to do those to maybe help you a little bit, because those sensors are utilized to adjust the display luminance, and then it's automatic brightness control. I think most of them have this experience when sometimes when you it's kind of like a power save mode, so it can really save your power. And then is a screenshot of during calls. You know that when you every time you use your cell phone, you pick up a phone call, the phone call is the screen is shut off, turned to black, and that can help you to save the power a little bit. And then the next is backlight control. It's called a glance screen. Actually, the glance screen works as a clock for a standby screen that also provides battery level notifications and a double tap to wake feature to activate a phone, like your cell phone. Every time when you shut it off, and next time they show you slide to right to unlock your phone. That's a way way to save the power. And then it also helps to reduce power by turning off the standby screen and prevent double tap whenever phone is in pocket, bag, and upside down on the table. That's things that I already mentioned. And then it's the power control. The power control we try to use this with OLED thing optimization. Sometimes in order to save battery life on a phone with AMOLED displays, there is some recommendations says a black or primary black wallpaper. That's why many apps also have the black background options. So when you really design these user experience designs, you can probably try make your application have the black or primary black background. So that might be help the users to save their power. Even that, we see this we use those things to try to save more power, the power assumption. But even though MOD can save a little bit the power for us, but these issues still really it's still a pain point for our users. So we still have this problem to solve. It's a really big challenge. So that's my presentation. Thank you for all.